What is up, guys? Beancrew49 here. We're back on the Desolation map. And I hope you guys enjoyed the last week of videos, because I sure did. Well, I enjoyed watching them when they were finished, but it was pretty stressful making them. You know, episode 200, the episodes preceding that were hard to do because I just spent so much time on them. Then we had a new season of survival stories, and that was fun to make. We toured Brent's World, so I had a busy week. I had a real busy week, but we're getting back down to it. So we're going to work on the mall today a little bit more. And, you know, the update came. We've been playing a lot of PvP. Oh, man, the Hearts and Minds is so much fun. I've been making Hearts and Minds courses all over the city. We have like 6 or 7 now. You know, we started at the Cathedral with Dan Lags, and we're branching out. So Hearts vs. Minds is taking over the PvP. People are loving it. Just loving it. We also did some GTA mode. As you can see, the mall here is coming along. I had some help from my friends Lady Dark Rain and Diamond A-Team and Solid MP15. They came over to the mall and you know gave some input on what I had done, and we tweaked a few things and changed a few things, and the mall is definitely coming along big time now. Big time. So I want to thank everyone who's, you know, thrown their 2 cents into this mall project. I've been going crazy with the interiors, as I'll show you today, right now. The bottom half of Macy's is done. I mean, don't done. I hate using that word. It's not done. It's by no means done. It's the last thing it is done. But the first draft is done. Okay, the first draft is done. So I'll just take a little look-see here, show you what I did. This is the female section, basically. The women have their own floor in this Macy's. The kids is like tucked away in the corner. The rest of it is shoes and purses and dresses and makeup and perfume and all the sorts of things that ladies love to buy. Alright, so yeah, I think it came out pretty well. It's pretty colorful. It's going to be pretty dark in here. I'm thinking about opening up the roof and bringing in light, sort of like Solid and I have been doing in a lot of builds, really. Instead of putting in, you know, there's no electricity, so we've been doing natural light. So basically we'll put a hole in the roof, and we'll cover that hole with a block that's transparent, like end portal frames are really good for that. And yeah, so basically sunlight comes in during the day, but at night is super dark. So during the day it's still dark in there, but you can see. So monsters will still spawn, but at least you can see what you're doing a little bit. You know, some of these buildings that I don't put any windows or none of those natural lightings in, they are so dark. They're just basically mob spawning rooms, and you go in there any time of day and it's a fight for your life. So I want to kind of save those types of buildings for places where we're going to hide really cool stuff. Not saying that the mall is not a place of really cool stuff, but this is the free mall store. Anyone can just walk into this store, this Macy's here, because there's no gates. So, you know, I'm not going to make it such that, you know, there's a lot of good stuff in this Macy's. I mean, there's going to be stuff. There's going to be stuff. So, today's Monday, and that means we're going to do a little fast-forward episode, a little fast-forward building for you guys. What I'm doing today is I'm going to do as much work for you as I can get done in the time we have. What I'm going to do is I'm going to prep my canvas. So I have this empty room. It's filled with bedrock, so, you know, you can't break your way into the redstone. I think there's going to be redstone in here. You know, when you do hit the mall backup generator, the lights will come on. But I'm going to prep my canvas here for the detail work. And what that means to me is I'm going to first start off with putting the floor path, the walkway. In a lot of these department stores, you'll see that they want you to walk in a certain direction. You know, they control the flow of how people walk through the store. There's walkways, basically, just so you're not walking all through the store, you know, so people can shop in peace. So there's no people like walking past. So that's what I'm doing here. And, you know, this gives me a really good idea of where things are going to go. I'm like basically imagining each section and what's going to go in each section right now. And I'm kind of making a walkway through that place. So like I said, up here we're going to have suits, a lot of men's stuff. We have men's shoes. So suits, shoes, sportswear probably. Then we're going to have, what else, like bedding and kitchenware. I'm not sure if we're going to have furniture. Does Macy's sell furniture? I don't remember. I haven't gone into Macy's. Probably not. But I think they sell like kitchen stuff and like bedding stuff and like towels and stuff. That might go up here. I don't know. I think that's what's going to go up here. We have a lot of space to kill, and so I'm going to have to figure something out with that. Okay, the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to put some floors down, put some carpets down. Then I'm going to do the walls, bring the walls up a little bit. I'm going to put some pillars in. The pillars are, you know, they kind of really make this building look like it stands up. You know what I mean? A lot of buildings in Minecraft, you know, since there's no gravity, you don't really have to support your stuff with pillars and stuff. Pillars. So I'm going to put some pillars in just to make it look like, you know, this building's not just floating there. You know what I mean? Okay, so today is Monday, and you guys know what that means. Creative question of the week time. Alright. Guys, be sure to leave your creative questions in the comment section below. I don't want generic questions, guys. I want questions that make me think. And, you know, take me more than 2 seconds to answer. So please think about your questions and leave them in the comment section. I really do appreciate you guys interacting with this channel, being a part of this community. I know a lot of you can't play with us on the Xbox One, and that sucks, I know, but you can still be a part of this channel. You can still leave your submissions for questions of the week. You can still, you know, leave comments and stuff. I'm trying to include everybody. Alright, so today's question of the week comes from Garrett Williams, and he says, what is your most embarrassing moment you've had throughout your life? Alright, thank you, Garrett Williams, for your question. So, I saw this comment, and I immediately thought about it. Nothing came to mind. Then I was going through all the questions, looking for one for this creative question of the week, and I came to this question again, and I thought about it again, and for the life of me, I can't think of a single time that I've felt embarrassed. No, not really. Now, then I thought, you know, maybe it's because all those embarrassing moments I've had, I've kind of blocked them and I forgot them, like I erased them from memory. That could be. I guess that's possible. But, like, every single you would have thought I remembered one. You would think, right? You would think that you'd remember one embarrassing moment. If you guys have an embarrassing moment that you had, put it in the comments, because I would like to hear what your moments are, because I can't think of a single embarrassing moment I've had. Not one. And I think I know why that is. I think I know why. I don't think I'm, like, purposely forgetting, or even subconsciously forgetting. I think that I just don't really get embarrassed. I think that's what it is. I don't know. Okay, so I was thinking about it. So embarrassment is kind of, it's you having a negative reaction to how people see you, to how you're viewed by other people, right? So when you're embarrassed, you're like, oh, that person thinks less of me now because that just happened. I think that's what embarrassment is. And I know why I don't have it. It's because I don't care what other people think, honestly. I mean, that's not totally true. Of course I care what people think about me. My close loved ones, I care what they think about me. And maybe I'll get embarrassed in front of them. Yeah, I could see that. Though I generally don't. But in front of strangers or even friends, I just don't get embarrassed. I don't know why. I do know why. It's because I don't really care what people think about me. I don't know why I don't care what people think about me. Everyone else seems to care. I don't know why I don't. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Is that good or bad? I'm not even sure. Yeah, this is a tough one for me. It made me think a lot about how I am as a person. Why don't I get embarrassed? Yeah, this question just threw me for a loop. Thank you, Garrett. I don't know. Well, coming from my perspective, I think it's a good thing because all these people, for the most part, they're not going to interact with you ever again. Let's say you get embarrassed in public, okay? You do something that you don't normally do, and everyone looked at you, and maybe some of them laughed at you, maybe some of them made comments about you. But are you going to see these people ever again? Most likely not. And sometimes you do embarrassing things in like school or your work where you're definitely going to see them again. But when that happens, I just laugh with them. I just laugh with them. Why wouldn't you laugh with them when you do something silly? Guys, you should have a sense of humor about yourself. I think that's really important because it's funny when you do silly things. If you look at yourself like you're not yourself and you're just another person, if you look at yourself from a third out-of-body perspective, you do some stupid things sometimes that you don't even admit to yourself. We all do. We all do. I do some really stupid things that I'm not even aware of that I'm sure people see and they're like, what is wrong with this guy? Sometimes I'll just randomly start dancing to the music in my own head, and I forget that I'm in public. Or I'll start singing some song in some, like, woman's voice. Like, I don't care. I don't even think about it. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I don't think before I do things, and then once it happens, it's too late. You can't go back. You can't change it. So just brush it off. Roll with the punches. I think that's a pretty cool analogy. When you do something embarrassing, just roll with the punch. You know, don't take that punch head on. You know what I mean? This is what it's like. Here's an analogy. In a lot of auto accidents, I don't know if this is an urban legend. It could be urban legend. I don't know. But people always say, it usually happens that the drunk driver is usually the one who comes away with the least injuries. The sober drivers come away all mangled, you know, but the drunk guy or lady usually walks away. And the reason for that is because when you're sober and you see you're about to crash, every single muscle in your body tenses up and you brace for impact, you know? And when that impact comes, your body is rigid, it's stiff, it's hard, it's unmoving. And so things are gonna break, okay? A lot of things are gonna break when your body is rigid and you're not relaxed. Now, when you're drunk, like really drunk, and you get into an accident, usually the reaction time isn't there. You don't have time to react because you just can't move fast enough, you know what I mean? And it's the drunk people who don't tense up, who just sit there. And they're relaxed and calm. You know, their body language is calm and relaxed. Their demeanor, their body language demeanor. And they're not tense when they make that impact. So they kind of bounce rather than break. You know what I mean? So I think that's how you should treat embarrassment. You know, you can either stiffen up when it happens and just fight it. And, you know, go against it. And, you know, get embarrassed, and people are going to see that, and they're going to see that you're embarrassed, and that's going to make them think even less of you than they already did. When they see that you can't roll with the punches, you're too stiff, you're too rigid, you can't laugh at yourself, okay? But on the other hand, if you are laughing with them, if you're like, oh my god, I can't believe what I just did. Did you guys see that? Oh my goodness. If you're like that and you're laughing with it, people are going to they're gonna think more of you, not less, because you're a fun person. You're just you're just one of the just any other person who makes mistakes, and when it happens, you just laugh it off, shrug it off, and make a joke out of it, and just enjoy it. Enjoy it. They're enjoying it. Why don't you enjoy it too? So that's why, guys, I don't get embarrassed. It's because I'm rolling with these punches left and right. I do not tense up when these situations happen. I just have a grin on my face and I laugh it off. And I encourage you guys to behave in the same way. So put your embarrassing moments in the comments. Let me know what was embarrassing for you and how you could have laughed it off as opposed to, blushing red and hiding and running away. Anyway, that's it for me today. We did a little bit. We prepped our palette, our canvas. So our canvas is ready to go. I'm going to start doing some interior work in this top floor of the Macy's. Then we'll move on to Nordy's. And then we'll move on to the food court. It's a process. So I'm trying to get this done. Don't worry. I'm still going to be working on the prison. I'm still going to be expanding the demo. Don't worry about that. But I am focusing right now on this mall. And I'm going to throw myself into it. So we can get this mall going. We've been working on it for too long, guys. Too long. So I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for leaving your comments in the comment section. Thank you for creative questions of the week. Thanks for watching, guys. Happy Minecrafting. Peace.